Hello everyone. Today I am going to do a review on the 1994 comedy, Duckman. Now, I will say, Duckman is a show that I actually started watching a while ago and just finished, yesterday. And I started watching it about December 1st to May 19th. December 1st, 2017, that is, and May 19th, 2020. So, obviously that's a long gap, right? Well, here's the thing about Duckman. It's an interesting show, and when a lot of people are like, it's ahead of its time. Yeah, it is. The thing about Duckman, though, is the first two seasons were very, very good, and then they had a kind of third season, and then an on-off fourth season. It's an interesting show, as I literally just said, but the thing that's really interesting about it is it had a lot of crude and sexual humor that wasn't really around in the mid 90s like it was, and that's kind of why people are saying it's ahead of its time. I know people are saying the dialogue and stuff, but it's mainly that. However, it is actually a good show. It's just sometimes it's hard to watch, and even when it's hard to watch, it's still pretty funny. It's just some episodes they kind of drag it out and it's not really that good. But I did find it really funny. I really did enjoy it. The thing though I will say about it is, the reason why the last two seasons weren't really that good is because some of the characters get annoying. Duckman and his Aunt Bernice, they just start to become very annoying characters, and I didn't exactly like that. And other than that, though, I honestly would say it was fine. It's a show that if you're gonna watch it, I'd say watch all the episodes, because you get to see characters grow, and it's just hilarious seeing. I don't know. It's like I said, it's just an interesting show. Honestly, I don't want to say too much, because I think you should honestly go watch it. There's a lot of stuff they say that really holds up today, and, people should actually really know. They go on a really good rant about comedy that, yeah, you've probably seen it on the internet, I know. People do reviews of it. But, yeah, I should probably talk about the cast now. So, the starring character is Jason Alexander, which you guys should know as George from Seinfeld. Hopefully you guys know that. Greg Berger, Dana Hill, Nancy Travis, Elizabeth Daly, Pat Music, Ben Stiller is actually in an episode, and Tim Curry as King Chicken. There's also this Dweezil Zap, which I'm probably not pronouncing his name right at all. Yeah. But it was really interesting. The person who did the twins in Rugrats did the twins in this show. Gilbert Godfrey's this one character who, just look up Gilbert Godfrey and yeah, it's that guy. You know, the parrot from that one Disney movie that I can't think of right now. They also had the guy from The Mask, the therapist, or the pixie, or the guy from Ferris Bueller's Day Off who talks very slow. That guy, he was their neighbor in it. Trying to think of guest stars. There's a ton of guest stars in it. Coolio was in an episode. Homer Simpson, the animated character, made an appearance on the show with Dan Castellaneta's voice on it, which caught me a lot off guard. They really had a good cast, and it really honestly made the show the best. They also had this kid who I only know as the kid from the Polar Express, the know-it-all kid, did a voice in that. Yeah, there's just a really good cast. But yeah, the way too that I found out about this show was interesting. You see, obviously, you guys know I'm a huge Simpsons fan, and I found out about it from going on the Simpsons Wikipedia and seeing that shows reference this, and I found out in the first episode they make a reference to The Simpsons, which I was like, oh boy, it's one of those cheap shows that like references another popular cartoon at the time. Until like I think I started seeing this one clip on YouTube of him killing teddy bears, which I don't want to say much about it. I'm probably really taking off people who just want to know, but I don't want to say much about it so you people can do it. So I kept seeing those clips. I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna watch this. So I ended up looking it up on YouTube, and someone uploaded every episode, and then they removed those videos. It was a channel called like Manduck or something. So I just got it on DVD and finished watching like the last season, because I saw all of them on YouTube except for like the last season and maybe like 4 episodes of the 3rd season. But I will say, if you want to watch this, it's not like an everyday sense of humor. It's a very unique sense of humor. So, and like sometimes even I didn't get it. I was like, oh, what? Like, because it's just this very, very weird sense of humor. Now, what I will say is, though, the whole show, the ending really pays off. Because the ending is just basically messing with them. But before I kind of talk about the ending, the funniest thing was the episode before that was an entire parody of Star Trek. And then Leonard Nimoy is at the end of it, who was Spock in Star Trek. But it was just funny because Star Trek had 70 episodes, and so did Duckman, and they were obviously huge Star Trek fans. They even went on this whole kick about Malcolm McDowell in an episode being in Star Trek, which was, it was really clever like that. I do get when people say that, but that was like, I kind of wish the last episode was that, and maybe not the one that they choose. They could have done the ending better, but at the same time, I kind of like the ending, because even though it left so many questions that the show's never going to answer, because it's never going to get revived, probably, especially how it was, and like nowadays how everyone's offended over saying like one word or something. So there's no way that we're ever going to get a reboot of this. But yeah, the ending was pretty good. I kind of think the whole Paramount Viacom thing did ruin this. Sources on the internet say that too, and I kind of believe that, but what are you gonna do? But yeah, in conclusion, to wrap this up, Duckman was a really good show. It was an offensive show that came out before South Park or Drawn Together or shows like that. And it was just, it was cool. It was based off a comic book, and he kind of pulled a Clive Barker, and the year after he finished writing that, he turned it into media, either in like a movie or a TV show. In his case, it was a TV show, but yeah. I'll see you guys. I don't plan to do many more reviews of stuff. I just wanted to do this because this was a series I was watching for a long time, and I just think more people should talk about this show. Alright, I'll see you guys.